Hi, boys and girls. We're going to get ready for a Bible story. I have my flannel board out and Samantha is out. She is ready for our story time. And remember what she says. Please be quiet because I have teeny tiny mouse orejas. We will do that for you, Samantha. We sure will. So let's get our story card out. And this story comes from the book of Acts. It says, Paul tells about Jesus. So this story it happened after Jesus had been on earth and he had gone back up into heaven. And so it says, after Jesus went back to heaven, his friends told many other people about Jesus. God's family started to grow and grow. Jesus' friends began to travel everywhere, and everywhere they went, they told more and more people about Jesus. Paul was one of Jesus' friends. He had traveled to many places, telling about Jesus, God's Son. One night, Paul had a dream. In this dream, a man asked him to please come to his country called Macedonia. Can you say that? Macedonia. Paul believed God wanted him to go to Macedonia. So Paul and his friends soon got into a boat and they sailed until they got to Philippi, a city in Macedonia. Philippi was a big city. It was near the ocean. Many people came there to buy and sell things. One thing people bought and sold there was cloth dyed a purple, beautiful color. So one of the things that people bought and sold there in Macedonia was beautiful material or cloth that had been colored purple. Now, back in the Bible days, it was very hard to get cloth that had different colors, and especially such a bright, dark, beautiful color as purple. Well, Paul and his friends went to the river near the city. They found a group of women there. The women had come together to pray. Paul began to talk to them. These women loved God. They wanted to hear all about Jesus and his love. Paul's words about Jesus were very good news to them. Many of these women believed that Jesus is God's son. One woman who believed in Jesus was named Lydia. She made and sold beautiful purple cloth. She asked Paul if she could be baptized. So who do you think Lydia is? Our story tells us that Lydia was the woman who made and sold things that were purple cloth. So there she is. That would be Lydia. Now, Lydia asked Paul if she could be baptized. Baptized means to use water to show that God has washed away the wrong things that a person has done. We've talked about that before. Remember John the Baptist and being baptized in the river? Jesus, he baptized Jesus in the river, and Jesus was showing us how to be baptized. Well, Lydia knew that she wanted to be baptized, so she asked Paul if she could be baptized. Everyone in Lydia's house wanted to be baptized too. They all wanted to show that they believed in Jesus. Now Lydia had been baptized and she was part of God's family, and she wanted to share what she had done. Lydia asked Paul and his friends to stay at her house. She wanted to help them, so Paul and his friends stayed at Lydia's house. While Paul and his friends were at Lydia's house, they told more and more people about Jesus. Paul and his friends had come a long, long way so that people in Philippi could learn the good news about Jesus. So when Paul had that dream that he was supposed to go to Macedonia, he followed the dream. He knew that was God talking to him and telling him that the people in Macedonia and Philippi, that they needed to hear about Jesus and his good news. So Paul obeyed what Jesus and God were telling him to do, and he sailed with his friends all the way over to Macedonia and Philippi, and he found this group of women. Remember her name? Lydia. and he taught them about Jesus. And they believed in Jesus and they wanted to be baptized. And Paul was able to go and stay at her house, and everyone in Lydia's family got baptized because they loved Jesus. And Paul was able to tell more and more people about Jesus. So Paul was telling the good news. That was his job after Jesus went up to heaven. He wanted everyone who was here to tell the good news about him. And that's exactly what Paul was doing. So I have some of these cutouts here on our flannel board. Let's see what we have over here, if you can see it. So right over here, I have Paul. He's sitting down. This would be one of his friends that went with him when they sailed in the boat. And this looks like that would be Lydia right there with the purple cloth, a beautiful purple robe she had made. And then some of her family or friends were here. They were listening about Jesus and saying their prayers to Jesus and God. What a beautiful story about obeying God's voice and telling the good news. So I hope you enjoyed our story. And that story, remember, is found in the Bible, Acts 16, 9 through 15. So I'll see you next time when we have another story time soon. Bye-bye.